and this movie is why. Sinners is a brand new 2025 horror thriller directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan, and I was so excited for this movie. This was easily like top 5 most anticipated of the year for me. I love vampire movies. I'm so glad they're finally starting to make a comeback, and this movie really helped it a lot. So, let's go ahead and start this review off, starting off with the good, and there's just so much to love here. First of all, Michael B. Jordan is really good here. He plays a dual role. He plays twin brothers, and what could have very easily just been a gimmick casting, like what they did with Robert De Niro in Alto Nights, this is actually a very well played out casting, unlike Alto Nights. Michael B. Jordan gives both of these characters very distinct personalities, and they act off of each other very, very well. The way Michael B. Jordan is just able to pull off this dual role is just absolutely phenomenal. You got one who's more of a laid-back businessman type, and then you got the other who's more of a, not sinister, but he's a gangster type, and I really enjoyed how he's able to do both. Miles Catan is really good here. Even though Michael B. Jordan was the main focus of the marketing, Miles Catan is actually the main character in this movie. He's really, really good here. I believe this is his first ever movie, and he absolutely kills it. I really love his performance here, his portrayal of this character. Really great, really phenomenal character arc that he goes through. Really love him here. Haley Steinfeld as well. Really fun character. Really loved her. She doesn't have as major of a role, but she's still got a good chunk role in this movie. She still serves a purpose to the plot. Every character you see in this movie is 100% vital to the plot. There is no useless background characters. Everybody has a part to play. Omar Benson Miller is probably the best example of this. What could have very well just been a very one-note comic relief character ends up being one of the most enjoyable parts about this movie. Omar Benson Miller just really kills this character. Delroy Lindo even has a small role here, and Delroy Lindo's been on a really good kick lately. Starting with Spike Lee's Da 5 Bloods back in 2020. He should have gotten an Oscar nomination for that movie, by the way. I really love Delroy Lindo here. I thought he gave a really fun, energetic performance. And yeah, really loved him here. Now, aside from the characters, you get a really good story here. The first 2 acts play out like your basic gangster movie, like maybe something like Goodfellas, but way less complicated than Goodfellas. I really love how the first 2 acts just build on the entire movie, introducing all these characters, introducing these locations, getting to where we're going. So by the time the 3rd act is able to start ramping things up, we're invested in these characters. We're invested in this world that Ryan Coogler has built. And the pacing really plays a major role in how well put together this story was. This movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes. It felt like an hour and a half. When your movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes and I leave wanting more, you did something right. I just love all the world building. The camera work is phenomenal. Apparently Ryan Coogler consulted with Christopher Nolan on how to film this movie on the IMAX format. I wish I could have seen this movie in IMAX. It was absolutely beautiful on the screen I saw it on. Don't get me wrong. But I would have paid good money to see this in IMAX. But my closest IMAX is an hour away. I don't go there very often. Regardless, everything that Ryan Coogler does with the camera work is just absolutely beautiful. There is a sequence near the end of the second act, beginning of the third act, that's just absolutely beautifully shot. It was all done in one take. It took all day to film. It took 2 weeks to rehearse, from what I'm hearing. Absolutely phenomenal scene. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The score and the soundtrack, really great here. Now, this movie is not a musical by any means. Don't get me wrong. But this movie is kind of an honorary musical in some aspects, where they use music to move the story along in a lot of scenes. And I just think it's really well handled. You got some really good symbolism in this movie as well. You can see this movie as a metaphor for how some people want to take certain song styles and keep it for their own. Or you could just see this as a fun vampire thriller. Really, it could be interpreted both ways, and you wouldn't be wrong either way. Speaking of which, best for last. The third act in this movie is just absolutely insane. When we finally get to the meat of the situation, the vampires are converging on this one location in which our characters are trapped in. All hell breaks loose. You get a lot of vampire bloody action. So much fun. And when the vampire action is over, the movie's not even over. You got another fun action sequence after that. So much fun. I cannot sing this movie's praises enough. There is nothing bad about this movie. Yeah. Final thoughts. I loved Sinners. This is easily my favorite movie of the year. I loved every last detail about this movie. It's going to take one hell of a movie to top this. I'm going to tell you that right now. If something tops this movie, I'm going to be shocked. So, Sinners was a really good movie. It's a masterpiece. Ryan Coogler's best movie of the year. And I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So those are my thoughts on Sinners. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it if you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, what's your favorite vampire movie? I'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.